get the dash, can I catch me? Whoa, your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas on them like I'm with the Cavalier. Show no love, got the confidence, no fear. I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'm a
Fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway here in Las Vegas. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
The tackle by
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Second and 2. Bridgewater. And he's got some space here. And now off to the races down the right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
The score, Raiders 7, Panthers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this carries into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Corey.
Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected. Entering settings screen, you have 19 options. Menu narration option is set to office selected.
Littleton, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
A loss of 8 yards on the sack. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 14.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
First down, Carolina.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Bridgewater. The Raider defense strong on that one in coverage, and now it's 4th.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Well, they'll say no to the 46-yard field goal try. They're going to go for it. It's Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 7, Carr. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. He's got a man complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And a short gain down to about the 33. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Carr. They're trying to get to Rose, but it's intercepted. And Shea Thompson here with a pick. And he'll be brought down, but he's got the interception on a final play in his first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers nothing.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, but thank you, Dr. Davis.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Demarius Randall. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
First down. It's Jacobs. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Carr. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. His 2nd catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up 3rd down now. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down.
That's good.
It's a gain of 7. 1st down Raiders.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Carr completes it. Inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game. And he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Raiders 14. Panthers
So
nothing.
not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Panthers
players out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. On second down, McCaffrey. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. First down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Pass incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey, and it's 3rd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus Jordan with a pick, and the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards there. A first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Trying to get it to Woods, but it's intercepted. Jeremy Chinn picks it up. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. They'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Carr. They find some open field here. There goes Green. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Joey Sly lining up.
So that's now 3 first-half interceptions, and that last one even costlier as it's returned for 6 points. So as a quarterback, how do you regain your focus?
Well, QB 101 said, still act like you're the guy, that you've thrown 6 touchdown passes, not 3 interceptions. But he's human. He's got to face up to his teammates. He's got to own up to that. See if he can brace up and also not look over his shoulder and see his backup starting to warm up. It's going to be a tough one for him.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
He was covered.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
For Tyrell Williams, incomplete. Eli Apple on the coverage.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. Pulled in at the 24. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
To kick off for Carolina.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where
His pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off around the 27. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It was Clelin Ferrell who was able to rush in and make that tackle. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
3rd down and 13.
Bridgewater now. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
And his kick here is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play call. Because 1-play drive, you throw an interception. A lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Hunter Renfrow is the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, That's a really important pickup there on third down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Carr's throw here caught by Williams. And they'll get this run past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Jacobs, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
2nd and 7, operating from the 34. Carr going to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time, and a Las Vegas 1st.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. And this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. 2nd and short now following the fumble. Now they'll throw with Carr. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. The kick by Carlson is good, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find one to get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. He gets it to Thomas. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. Here's second and a yard. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's first and 10. Bridgewater again. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 26 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
Yeah, the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth.
At 17. Joey Slye to kick off.
17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And this will be caught at the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. Typically with catches like that, we talk about the height of the wide receiver, but he's one of the shorter receivers in the NFL.
And it doesn't seem to matter, does it? Put the tape measure away. How about some of these guys under 6 feet tall? Antonio Brown, T.Y. Hilton, and Super Bowl 53 MVP.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, 27 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that's another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here first and 10 at their own 21. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Bridgewater, and that is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And 3 yards.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. They go play action. Bridgewater. They've got his man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
32.
A gain of 32 that time. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Moore.
Bridgewater's pass.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
A 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, set.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up on a former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
Well, the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw his car. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fielded at about the 28. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
17.